Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Jazzy, the Sasquatch here, and we are doing another horror movie night in the cave. And if you've been following along on Facebook, you know that we are going through our 31 days of personal Halloween favorites. We're going to kind of do it quicker this week than like 2 minutes each movie. We're going to try and kind of fire these along. The Stepfather, directed by Joseph Rubin, Terry O'Quinn, starring Terry O'Quinn, Jill Scoline and Shelley Hack. After murdering his entire family, a man marries a widow with a teenage daughter in another town and prepares to do it all over again. This movie is honestly an underrated classic, to be honest with you. Like, not many people will sit here and say that they're big fans of this movie, especially with the remake, but this movie is really good. Terry O'Quinn is absolutely awesome at the job as a stepfather. And on top of it, it's just very well done. They have a very well done franchise too with the second one and third one. It's a very scary concept to think of a person coming in and marrying into a family and then murdering them, and then not only doing it but doing it over and over again like this guy does. Very wild story. Very, and like I said, if you watch a video yesterday, like the third one, by the third one, they're incorporating true crime and stuff like this. It was just a little bit ahead of its time. So that is The Stepfather, directed by Joseph Rubin. And then we have day 18 was People Under the Stairs, directed by Wes Craven, starring Brandon Quinton Adams, Everett McGill, and Wendy Roby. And uh, when, uh, when Fool breaks into the home of his family's landlord, he discovers that they have mutilated several boys and kept them in prison under stairs. As the Fool attempts to flee, he meets their daughter Alice. Ken Fool and Alice escape. This movie is another one of those ones that, like, not everybody's gonna know about this movie, especially because it kind of came out in a weird time. But 91, but this is a good freaking movie. This is Wes Craven. If you have not noticed by now on my list, there are a lot of Wes Craven movies on this because he is the man in the horror. We have a young Bill Bing Rames in this. We have Bill Cobbs as well in this. There's so many like just good people in this movie. It made. We'll cover the box office real quick for this one because I'm interested to know. Made 31 million on a $6 million budget, so it did pretty well in theaters too. I'm surprised we don't have like a remake somewhere with this, but that is The People Under the Stairs, directed by Wes Craven. Um, and then on day 19, we watched Cabin in the Woods, directed by Drew Goddard, starring Kristen Connolly, Chris Hemsworth, Anna Hutchinson. A group of teens Cooper kids go to a remote cabin in the woods where their fate is unknowingly controlled by technicians as part of a worldwide conspiracy where all horror cliches are revealed to be part of an elaborate sacrifice ritual. This movie is awesome. Like just the originality of it with the whole like behind the scenes. There's a secret team working on horror movies to scare these teenagers. This came out in 2011. Because I know Chris Hemsworth movie. I have no idea how this movie has not just been made over and over again. Fran Khan's from you've heard me talk about the Dollhouse with Elijah Duco the other day. He's also in that, and he's in this. This one, let's see. We're gonna figure out why this one never came out right here. This has $70 million. Yeah, I made doubt twice. What's where I have no idea why we never got a sequel to this movie. There needs to be a sequel in the works of this one. If you have not seen it, I suggest you watching it. It is Cabin in the Woods, directed by Drew Goddard. And on day 20, we watch From Dusk Till Dawn, directed by Robert Rodriguez, starring Quentin Tarantino and Harvey Keitel and George Clooney. True criminals and their hostages unknowingly seek temporary refuge in a truck stop populated by vampires with chaotic results. I like how in the very end, when they finally do catch up with the people they're supposed to meet, like the people that they're meeting, just to surprise them, this is a vampire bar. I figured the whole time they were just setting them up to kill him, but they didn't. I like the story between the two brothers with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino. Also, I think that if you haven't seen the TV series with this movie, um, that this is based on this movie. It's on Netflix, I believe, or was on Netflix. I think it was on some random stream though when it first came out. I would suggest watching it. It's good. It had a $19 million budget and it grossed $25 million, and there was like three of them that ended up coming out. This is a cult classic. I mean, people followed this movie around. It's 1996. We're still talking about. I mean, I'm still talking about it, but I mean, people are still talking about it today. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez from Dusk Till Dawn. And then we're kind of into the top 10 of my favorites here. You can number them any way you want. If you want to say this is 10, that's fine. I'm just going top 10 altogether. But we are on day 21, and it is The Evil Dead of 1981, directed by Sam Raimi, starring Bruce Campbell, Alain Sandweiss, and Betsy Baker. Five friends travel to a cabin in the woods where unknowingly release a flesh-eating demon. This movie is fucking awesome. They have a whole Ash vs. Evil Dead. They have a whole like three other Evil Deads with Bruce Campbell in it that are awesome. They have two new Evil Deads that are actually really good too, as well. Especially the remake, because the remake was made by the same dude who did the Alien movies. There's so much love. It's an NC-17 movie as well. I mean, it has a 7.4 on IMDb and it's NC-17. It just tells you how good this movie is. I remember this movie, just the lore around this movie when we were kids before. Like you just were able to just rent and do whatever you wanted to do, and just hearing about this movie and how scary it was, and how people would watch it, and how terrifying it was, and gory it was. Had a $350,000 budget and a $2.9 million overall. Very well done movie. This is a movie came out in '81, so don't let the numbers fool you, because I bet it's like a multi-billion-dollar franchise by now. So, yep, that is The Evil Dead, directed by Sam Raimi. Um, The next one here, okay, is in the top 10 just because the franchise is in the top 10 people. I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea with what's going on with the whole franchise, but this is one that I don't feel like people talk about enough. So we are going to talk about it. That is Scream 4, directed by Wes Craven, starring Nev Campbell, Emma Roberts, and David Arquette. 10 years after the original Woodsboro murders, one of the survivors returns home to promote their new book about surviving trauma, only for a new Ghostface killer to emerge, targeting a new group of teens. I really love Emma Roberts in this. I think that she did a very good job in it. I like her motivation behind this movie as well, and there's only so much good things I can honestly say about the Scream franchise. This is the franchise of my childhood, I feel like. So I will defend it. It is the last one, directed by Wes Craven as well. Allison Brie is in this. Kristen Bell pops up. Anna Paquin pops up. Hayden Panettiere. There's so many people pop up in this movie because they know that it's just one of those movies that is just going to be talked about no matter what. It's very well done. They made two more movies, making a third one. We're going to go real in depth into the Scream franchise eventually. It had a budget of 40 million. It had a gross worldwide of $97.2 million. I will hold this one always close near dear to my heart. Came out when I was older. Finally got to see a good adaptation of Scream. Really think this one is better than Scream 3. I really do if you watch it. It's a little bit different. I understand this, but it is one of the ones you got to check out. Scream 4, directed by Wes Craven. And then, not only do we love Wes Craven, but we love Wes Craven. The Hills Have Eyes from 2006, directed by Alexandre Ajayi, directed by, starring Ted Levine, Emilia de Rovine, and Vanessa Shaw. A traveling family falls victim to a group of mutated cannibals in a desert far away from civilization. Think about it like this: like if you watch like a lot of these movies with me, you'll realize that about three or four of them are dealing with travel. There's probably more than that when we are honestly looking at honorable mentions. I think that this is the way that people are going to get going if they're going to get you. Dan Bird is in this. Kathleen Quinlan's in this as well. Tom Boyer. Robert Joy is the lizard. Oh yeah, is the one dude. Yeah, I remember him. And Ted Levine, of course, is what's his face from fucking Joyride earlier as well. So we kind of see recurring characters. The reason why I bring up Wes Craven is a fan favorite, obviously, is because this is a Wes Craven original from back in the day that they remade. It had a budget of $15 million and a gross worldwide of $70 million. We did all those movies. We talked about 7 movies. Did under 11 minutes. I think we did a very good job today. I think that's the way to kind of speed through these Throwback Thursday movies. When we're doing a long list of just movies that everyone's watched, we'll definitely slow down, and I'll probably like focus on the number one movie more. So I'll probably do like 7 through 6 next week, and then the last week just do the number one movie for sure. That'll be my number one favorite horror movie of all time. So keep in tune for that. We got 2 more viewers. We need 13 more followers on our Facebook. We can do some live stuff where we can make fun of some movies live, do some other stuff live that will be worth it if you guys can just get me there. Thank you guys very much for watching, and please have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section, and see you next time in the cave.